So, God is really good, to be honest, and we all know that. God is so faithful. The Spirit of the living God is ready to speak when we are ready to hear, when we are ready to slow down and be in silence and speak. And as I was asking God for direction and clarity, and just wisdom to make a decision, I was really brought to silence. It's really hard to hear from God if we're not silent. Isaiah 41 says, it just opens up by saying, "Listen to me in silence, O coastlands." And I'm just gonna read that, but that one just stood out. And that's 41 is one of the famous verses that says, "Do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and uphold you with my righteous right hand." But it says, "Listen to me in silence, O coastlands." So silence, silence, silence. When someone speaks, you have to be silent. And I think part of why it is very hard for us to make decisions is because we jump in advance, we get ahead of ourselves to calculate what could potentially take place if we make this decision. If I do this, then this could happen, or this could happen, or this could happen. There's different things that could happen. And I thought about, or I didn't think about it, this was the Holy Spirit just downloading stuff in my heart and speaking into my heart. And this is from Genesis, when Abraham and Sarai are in Egypt. And it starts in chapter 12, verse 10 of Genesis, which says, "Now there was a famine in the land. So Abraham went down to Egypt to sojourn there, for the famine was severe in the land. When he was about to enter Egypt, he said to Sarai, his wife, 'I know that you are a woman beautiful in appearance, and when the Egyptians see you, they will say, "This is his wife." Then they will kill me, but they will let you live. So say you are my sister, that it may go well with me because of you, and that my life may be spared for your sake.'" Anyway, 14 goes on to say, "When Abraham entered Egypt, the Egyptians saw that the woman was beautiful, and when the princes of Pharaoh saw her, they praised her to Pharaoh, and the woman was taken into Pharaoh's house, and for her sake he dealt well with Abram. And he had sheep, oxen, male donkeys, male servants, female donkeys, and camels. But the Lord afflicted Pharaoh and his house with great plagues because of Sarai, Abraham's wife. So Pharaoh called Abram and said, 'What is this you have done to me? Why did you not tell me that she was your wife? Why did you say she is my sister?' So I took her for my wife. Now then, here's your wife, take her and go." And Pharaoh gave men orders concerning him, and they sent him away with his wife and all that he had. Wow. And this is just an example of the things that we do on our daily life. There was a famine, and they went down to Egypt, and Abram was already making this calculation. Well, Sarai, my wife, is beautiful. They're gonna kill me if they find this and that. So let's just create a plan. You're gonna tell them that you're my sister, and so on. And And it's just stuff that the Lord hasn't really called Abram to calculate. The Lord has called Abram to trust and not calculate. And that's what we do all the time. And either we miss out maybe on opportunities because we're calculating too much, or we get in the wrong one too because we're over calculating. And it goes back to our own strength. So where is the Holy Spirit in all of this? Where is the helper? Like, how can we even allow the helper, the Parakletos, to come and help us? Like, how can we just make room for him to speak into our lives and to just trust, fully trust, because there was already a promise here to Abram from God. Now he was just stepping into the process, stepping into the day by day, the circumstances that were arising. God promised to be with him. God promised to bless him. It was already done. And we do the same today. So many promises, or even day-to-day circumstances. We try to take it up on our shoulders. We try to carry it. We try to calculate it, but that's way too much of a burden that God has called us to carry. He hasn't called us to carry that burden. And actually, his word says to give him the burdens, to cast all of them to him because he cares. Cast every one of them. And burdens are just, could be decisions even, that burdens your mind. Decisions that we have to make on a daily basis, like family members sick, what do I do? What decision do I make? Do I leave this job? Do I stay in this job? Who do I marry? Like, there's so many things. We have to make so many decisions daily. Our life is full of decisions. All of them. Minute by minute, moment by moment, we make decisions. And we need the Holy Spirit to be active and alive. And we need to be filled daily to allow the Holy Spirit to speak, to talk, to remind us of what God has said, to remind us of what God has said, of his promises, of his greatness, of his power, of his vastness, of his splendor. We need the Holy Spirit. This life in itself, it's already subjected to decay. And it's already hard as it is. But we need the Holy Spirit to guide, the Spirit of the living God, which is a person that's living inside of us, to guide us, to speak to us. In this moment, God was just speaking to me, and he was just saying, have I not done this before? Is it my first rodeo? Have I not helped you before? Have I not helped your family member before? What makes you think that this different thing I will fail at? Just because it's a different scenario and situation doesn't mean it's a different thing for God. It's harder for God. It's not. So, yeah, let's not be like Abram and Sarah. Or like Abram, I should say. Sarah was just following his lead, but let us not be people who are calculating way too much. That is not our job. Our job is to bring it to the Lord. Because that's what a relationship is. Just, hey, Father, what do you think about this, Lord? And just allow the fulfillment of His word to take root and to be a reality in our lives. God bless you.